Hello everyone and welcome to Future Foe Plays. This channel has crossed 5,000 subscribers as of a few days ago, and I'm absolutely beside myself. As many of you know, I started this channel back with the release of The Taken King, and I've been blown away with the channel's growth over the past 8 months. I know I have all of you to thank, so to everyone who has watched a video, clicked the like button, or subscribed, thank you very much. I absolutely love making these videos, but it's your incredibly positive feedback that keeps me going. So to celebrate hitting 5,000 subscribers, I thought it might be fun to do a little Q&A so you can learn a little bit more about me. But before we jump in, I wanted to give you guys a proper introduction. My name is Ali, I am 30 years old, and I live in Los Angeles, California. The only thing I love more than Destiny is Batman. And my favorite food without a doubt is pizza. So with that out of the way, let's jump into the questions. What made you want to start making YouTube videos? Well, I was a subscriber to a lot of Destiny YouTube channels when the game first came out, and I just couldn't get enough. But as amazing as those videos were, I didn't really get a sense of their progression. A lot of those videos focus on breaking the news, showing you glitches, doing unboxings, and as super awesome and informative as those videos were, very rarely would they give you a sense of their character's progression. Now, I personally watch a lot of Destiny on Twitch pretty much whenever I have some spare time to kill, and the thing I like about Twitch is that you get a real sense of that player's progression while he's playing. The only issue is that it's an 8-hour stream, and we don't always have 8 hours to watch. So I had an idea to have something that would essentially be an 8-hour stream condensed down into 5 minutes. Especially if you go to some of the earlier videos that I posted, you'll see a lot of them are structured around completing one of the quests. So I see my videos as more of like a strategy guide than anything else. Now occasionally you'll see me post on a news story, but the issue is I'm not always home when the story breaks, so I try to make it worthwhile by going a little bit deeper and giving you my own thoughts and analysis. So I guess the reason I started making YouTube videos is the same reason why a lot of creators out there do what they do, and that they create something they don't see in the world right now, or at least not the way that they want it to be. Are you going to play other games than Destiny? Well, if you go through my videos, you'll notice that I have played a few other games, including Fallout 4 and The Division. Now, when making those videos, I run into a few issues. Now, as I mentioned, my videos are more of a strategy guide, and I'm not a very big expert on many other games. So I ultimately have a difficult time trying to figure out what exactly those videos should be. Another reason is that they simply don't get as many views as my Destiny videos. And that makes total sense. This is a Destiny channel, and when people that are subscribed to this come back, they expect Destiny content. Now, that's not to say that I'm never going to feature another video game on this channel. In fact, I'm actually planning on covering No Man's Sky pretty in depth when it comes out. And I think the final reason is simply time. And that kind of leads me to the next question. The next question is actually two questions that I feel could be answered pretty well together, and that's, in what situation do you imagine you'll be in 5 years? And what do you do for a living, and how does it affect your video making schedule? Well, for my day job, I'm a computer technician at Apple. I love the job and I couldn't ask for a better company to work for, but it's a full-time job and I spend close to 11 hours a day there, including commute. This obviously affects my post schedule pretty significantly. Not just that, but it also affects how much gaming I get every day. Sadly, considering what I do on YouTube, I only have about an hour or two of gaming a day. Making a video for YouTube takes about 1 to 2 hours, depending on the content, so some days the only reason I fire up the PS4 is to capture footage for the next video. It's definitely a bit of a bummer, but I suppose to answer the second part of the question about where I would be in 5 years, I hope that this channel can grow enough for me to be able to reduce the time I spend on my day job, or even quit it altogether. I want nothing more but to make these videos for you guys, and if I had more time to dedicate to them, you would not only definitely see more frequency of the videos, but I would most definitely branch out to other games, and maybe even do things like streaming on Twitch on a regular basis. What was your very first exotic? Believe it or not, my very first exotic in Destiny was the Gjallarhorn. I remember it very specifically because it was the first time me and my brother beat the Nightfall together, and it was week 2. He got a Skull of Dire Ahamkara, his first exotic, but I got the Gjallarhorn. It was an awesome grab, but to be honest, I didn't really know what I had at the time. I think back then weapon leveling was a lot harder, so I didn't really know what the Wolfpack rounds would be all about. So because of that, it spent a lot of time in my vault. What is your favorite gun in Destiny? Now, I gave this one a lot of thought, but at the end, the answer was as clear as day. My favorite gun in Destiny is the Chaperone. If you're a fan of this channel, you've probably heard enough of me talking about the Chaperone, but I just absolutely love that weapon. The perks are incredible, and it just feels really good to use. What is the worst LFG fireteam you've ever been in? Oh boy, do I have some stories. But the one that comes to mind immediately is a King's Fall raid team that I was in about 2 days after the raid had even launched. The weird thing is that it seemed like it was going to be a pretty chill party. Everyone was super friendly and excited about the raid being released, and we were all learning all the mechanics for the first time. Now, we had gotten to Oryx, and I was one of the few people in the fire team that actually knew the mechanics for the encounter. So I spent a good amount of time explaining it probably 3 or 4 times to everyone. The leader of our group had gone through it once and was in doing it a second time, so he already knew exactly how it was supposed to go down. Long story short, we had someone that didn't really have a good microphone situation and was having a hard time grasping the concept of getting on the plates in order counterclockwise. I was on plate 2 and this other person was on plate 3. We would all call out when we got on top of our plate, but this third person kept blaming me for not getting on the plate in the right order. Every time we wiped, I went ahead and explained the mechanics yet again. After the 4th or 5th wipe, the fireteam leader started to blame me as well. A couple of the other fireteam members would message me privately on PlayStation, dumbfounded that the fireteam leader thought I was the problem. Anyways, I actually ended up getting kicked from the party by the fireteam leader. I was so confused and perplexed that I just put down my controller, walked away for a few hours, and didn't even think about it. You can find a lot of success with pub groups, but unfortunately it's pretty hit or miss. So that brings us to the end of this Q&A. There's a lot of Destiny in the years ahead, and with your continued support, you can expect lots and lots more videos. So drop a like if you can, subscribe for more Destiny content, and I will see you all next time.